man Jeff, man, you know what time it is, people, and we're here for the preview for the game that's coming up on Friday night football, all of that. Aston Villa versus Leeds. When I say it needs to be a comeback, it needs to be a bounce back, it needs to be a reaction, it needs to be all them things in one. Yeah, 100% needs to be a reaction from the squad, because I'm still ashamed. League 2, I can't get over it. Making me choke. That's how much it is. Like, I can't get over it, bro. Like, we have to see a reaction against Leeds. Yes, it's going to be a tough game, but we have to see a reaction. Unai Emery, you need to be able to. The only thing I want to get onto Unai Emery is when we play against these small teams, I need to see a different type of way. I know he's a tactician, he can change it, so change it against these teams. Wolves, we struggled. Sturridge, I don't know what happened there. I blame the players for that game. But Wolves, we have to put you in there, Emery. So with this Leeds game, I'm hoping you can adjust it and change it, because yes, against Man U, yes, against Spurs, we can get the 3 points. But against these small teams and teams that are lower than us, these are the 3 points we need desperately. And when we come against these teams, it's like we struggle. We can't get through. We can't break them down. We can't get the last shot off. So I have to see a bit of adjustment there from Unai. That's the only thing I'm going to get about Unai. I know he needs his own players in. I know he needs the time. So that's the only thing I'm going to get about Unai. But the players that have been there for Allah, year, 2 year, 3 year, 4 year, bro, I need to see a reaction. I need to see football. I need to see goals. 100% I need to see goals. Yeah, definitely. Because I swear, bro, if we lose against Leeds, boys, sir, the players are going to hear my voice. The players are going to hear my voice. Because it can't be the manager no more. We've had so many managers with the same team, kind of. So, I'm sorry. I'm putting it down to the players now. I have to see a reaction in this game. 100%, man. Like, yo, we need to get the 3 points. We have to get the 3 points. Like, no, as my brother James Redmond would say, no ifs, no maybes. I do it absolutes. I need to see absolute W. 100%. Let's get into this, people. Let's get into this. Now we spoke on Villa, like I said, we need to see improvement. Let's get to Leeds. Leeds are what, 14th now? They've been struggling this season, I will say they've been struggling, but they have got W's against teams that we didn't think they could get W's out of. They've won 4, they've drawn 5, and I think they've lost 8. So again, it hasn't looked good compared to last season for Leeds at all. Leeds have been struggling this season, I will say, but as I said a minute ago, they can get points out of big teams, just like we've been doing for the past few weeks with Unai Emery. So Leeds are a bogey team, I will say, for Aston Villa as well. Very bogey team. You know about the beef we've had with them since the Championship, with that game we had, I think it was in the playoffs. Very with Bielsa and Dean Smith. Beef that day, wasn't it? Beef. Since that day, it's always war when they come to the Villa Park, or it's always war when we go to Ellen Road. 100%, man. But like I said, Leeds now, they haven't won a game since November the 5th, I think it was, against Bournemouth. So, yes, the World Cup came, so again they had the break, but they haven't won a game in January. They've got a few draws, losses, but like I said, they haven't won a game since the 5th of November against Bournemouth. So they've been struggling. But there is one thing with Leeds where we all know, Leeds don't give up. Leeds don't give up until the 90 minutes are done. Yeah? And we've seen recently with Villa turn off. We can't be turning off against Leeds. They can score a lot of goals. We all know that they can score a lot of goals. They won't give up. They will go all the way to the 90th minute, and it could be 4-3, it could be 3-3, it could be 2-2, it could be a very high score game. But as I said, they can score goals. They can also concede a lot of goals. That's a fact for Leeds. With Leeds, you don't know what you're gonna get. You don't know where you're gonna be. You just know Leeds gonna go all the way to the end of 90 minutes, because again they battle. They're the comeback kings. Yes, they might not get the win, but they will always put up a fight against us. So against any team, sorry. So like I said, they've gone with Spurs 4-3. They've done it with, I can't remember other teams, but it was 3-3. This season they've done it a lot. So it's gonna be a good game. It's gonna be a very good game, and I'll get into the past games with Villa, because with the past games with Villa, it's actually always a good game. It's always beef. There's always goals. You get me? So we will get into that, but overall, I will say Leeds, like I said, they're always in the game. They can come back. They can score goals. They can concede goals. So again, it's going to be a very tough game. I will say, man. I will say. before we get into like prediction and threats, and now let's just talk on the last few games that I played with them. This season so far, we went there. Okay, I might have said goals, but this season it was a draw. We had Gerrard as manager. It was a poor game for Villa. We should have won that game. We had like 17 shots. I think it was like 8 on target. They must have had like 7 shots, 2 on target. We was all over them. And they also had a red card as well. And that was at about the 48th minute. So personally, I feel like we should have won that game. 100% should have won that game. But it ended up as a draw. As I said, always a tough game with Villa. Last season, we had it over them. We will say we had it over them last season. I will say it was like what, 3-0 and a draw as well. So overall, in the last few seasons, we have got the better of Leeds. I will say we've got the better of Leeds last season and this season, kind of 2 draws, 1 W. We're shining in it, and now they're gonna come to Villa Park, and boys, like I said, we need the 3 points. We need to see football. We need to see improvement from Villa, because again, the last 2 games, too much slow play. Too much slow play. And we all know Leeds love attacking. Even if that Bielsa's gone, since that Jody Marsh come in, Leeds will still attack, find a way. You get me? So it's a tough game. It's a tough game, as I said. The last previous games, draws and W's, but we'll see what can happen. We'll see what will happen this Friday. Now we've done all that, let's get into their threats. Leeds, to be honest, I feel like I've been saying the same threats for Leeds for the past 2 seasons, really, I'll be honest. You get me? At Seth Phillips, like, that's the only player that's probably changed, I will say, and their new player that they've brought. But really, it's just like Rodrigo, threat, always looking to score. Their main player up front, we have to watch him. We have to watch Rodrigo. He can slip in tight corners and get goals. So Mings, Konza, whoever's at the back needs to be keeping his eyes on this brother, 100%. I think they've also a threat as well as Rocker. I think it's Rocker, their winger, I think it is. Good player. We need to be watching him as well. I will say he's a threat. Also Somerville, a big threat as well. He's done well since he's came in for them. So I will say he's a threat. And also we're going to put Harrison. As always, Harrison, we know what he can pull out. We know he's got a shot on him. We know we can get goals. We know we can get assists. So for me, he will always be a threat for Leeds. So again, them main 4 players we need to keep an eye on. But again, Leeds work as a team. They've got a lot of they ain't got a star in their team really, except Rodrigo, and probably you could put Harrison, but not as a star. You get me? Rodrigo's their main star. So besides that, they work as a team. We've got many stars in our team. So again, Leeds, they're their main 4 threats, I would say. But overall, the team is a threat, man. I will say their team is a threat. Let's get into the lineup now, because boys, there's going to be a few changes probably in this game, and we're going to see a few players come back in. Because right now we've got Cash out, we've got Augustin out, you've got McGinn out, you still got, there you go, Carlos out, and we've got Dendoncker out because of that red card as well, where he picked up like a, oh, don't get me started on that. We'll leave that for another day. But we've got a few players out, but we still should have enough to beat Leeds. But I said this about Stevenage, what you want to call him, when I seen the whole midfield get changed. I thought, yeah, that midfield isn't seen, none of them have started, none of them have played, but I thought we still have enough to beat that team. Turns out, I was wrong, innit? Completely wrong. But let's get into my lineup. I want to see now. Olsen, never again. Never again. I want to see this brother Olsen. Never again. Swedish number 1. I don't get it. I'm baffled. I'm sorry. I mean, when we first signed him, I was actually fine with it. I thought, yeah, I've seen him play. He's actually alright, ain't that bad. But since this brother's come to the Villa and he's actually started and played, boy, so the amount of goals he's let in, I would rather see my brother Jed Steer back, if not Marsh. Is it Marshall, who we had before? I'd rather see that brother in goal. And if not, bring back Sorensen. Is it Sorensen? I can't remember his name. But bring back all of them players, this keeper. Olsen, it could be the worst keeper to play in the Villa top as a keeper. I'm sorry, the amount of goals his brother lets in. And it's always goals on his near side that he should be saving. As a number 1 Sweden, as a person who plays international, person that played first team for most teams, he should be saving them. But boy, let me just scrap that car. I could go all day with that brother. Emmy, every game from now is in goal. Every single game until we get a next backup keeper. I want to see Emmy in goal for every single game. Every single game. So we start with Emmy in goal. Centre backs, yes, again, I think I'm going to go with Mings and Konza. Diego soon back, man. Diego just come back, man. Soon back, man. Soon back. We go with Diego. Left back now, I'm going to have to go with... hopefully, as well, I'm going to do a transfer video as well. Hopefully, look out for that one. And if that Alex brother is in the team by today, and I mean today, he could actually able to play on Friday. So if he signs, I'm going to go with Alex. I don't care if I haven't seen him play for Villa top. I'd rather see that brother Alex Mourinho, I can't say his name properly, but I put it there, starting. 100% want to see him starting if he's in the team. If not, we're gonna have to go with Luka Dean. Yeah, if not, go with that. And on the right side, Ashley Young has to step in again and get me Matty Cash injured, so I'll go with Matty Cash. And now in midfield, again, no Dendonka. I don't want to see him. He's benched for a few games anyway. I 100% will say that. Defo bench with that red card. What a fool. So I'll go with McGinn still out as well. He could be out for the rest of the month. That's going to be a struggle because he's come back in. He's been performing actually alright recently since the World Cup has came back. He's been performing actually quite good. So I'm going to go with Louise, Kamara. Who would you like? Jacob Ramsey. I'll go with Jacob Ramsey in it. I want to see Starboy back in his team. You know what he's done against Leeds last few games. So Jacob Ramsey for me. Then three midfield. And then obviously I'm going to go with Bailey. It's going to have to be the same team, man. And again, because we ain't got many options to do this, man. I'll go with Bailey, Bailey, Watkins and Bendia up front. I'll go with them three up front. Like in my transfers, you're going to see what I say we need, because we definitely need new players. These players are getting a bit stale, mate, I will say. So for me, I want to see, that'll be my first team to play. I wouldn't mind if I see Ings there, Watkins even, but I want to see Watkins again, doing that hold-up play and laying off the players. Am I confident for this game? I am not confident. I am not confident. Like, I don't know where I stand this game. So my prediction now, let's get into the prediction. My prediction's going to have to be a 3-2 Villa. I'll go with a 3-2 Villa. Don't know where we're getting 3 goals from. I'll be honest. Don't know where we're getting 3 goals from. But I'm going to go with a 3-2 Villa. It has to. We need to win. We need to come back. We need to bounce back from that FA Cup thing, yeah. Because all I speak to people now, and this week, all I've heard was Villa can't talk. Villa can't talk. You man got kicked out. League 2, League 2, League 2. That's all I've heard this week. So we have to do a bounce back. I want to see goals. I want to see football. I want to see players that care. I want to see you fighting. I want to see you trying. I don't want to see this trick left back here. All that. No. Straight, simple passes. That's all I want to see. A free ball, over the top runovers, all of them stuff there. No tricks, okay? Like even Coutinho, come on, 17 minutes. I don't want to see him start. I gave him the chance to see. I thought, let me see again against in this FA Cup. He didn't perform. He did not perform. The only man that performed that I wouldn't mind seeing him starting, but obviously it looks like he's on the way out, is Sanson. That's the only man. But that'll be my team. That'll be my prediction, people. I'm not confident, so I don't know where we're going to go with this. We'll see what happens Friday, innit? Make sure you like, subscribe, check out the transfer video that's coming out as well. Boom, go check out my brother Manny as well, Manny Central. Always with the tactics, you get me? He's always coming with that depth. Yeah, man, we're out, man. Fans, let me know you confident in this game. Let me know.